Hey, what up, guys? Wiki Specialist, aka Real Geek, here to talk to you about Talkin. Well, I'm talking to you about Tolkien, the new JRR Tolkien biopic. And that's apparently how you actually pronounce his name. I've been saying it wrong, as most people have, I'm sure, my entire existence. Been a huge fan of his, and apparently it's Tolkien. Who knew? Well, other than his family and people who have been aware of him and actually know how to say it right. Anyways, the movie is a biopic about the author of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, about his formative experiences growing up, and the things in his life that helped shape that fantasy world that has held a hold of so many millions of people, from the books to the movies to the video games to the upcoming television show on Amazon. His work has spread for generations. And this is the story of his life and the love that inspired him to write the story. Now, he's gone on record many times in interviews over the years because people like to throw in analogs that Mordor was for growing up in Birmingham and the smokestacks, and you get the visuals representation of that in the movie. They don't spell it out for you, but if you're a Tolkien fan and you watch this movie, you'll pick up parallels between his stories and the story that's being told in this movie about his life. Now he has going on back to what I was saying. He has gone on record. He had a record saying that nothing in the books Lord of the Rings was representative of anything. People like to say that Sauron was like the Nazis and things of that nature, but he said no. There's nothing like that at all. It's just strictly a fictional book, fictional story that I have created in my mind. But every creator takes parts of their own experiences, parts of their life, and puts that into their work. I mean, it just happens. You write from what you know. Things happen in your life, and it inspires you to write things. Helps inspire your creativity. And that's what the movie does. They don't go out and spell out every individual connection. But if you're a fan of his work and you watch the movie, you can see the parallels that they are trying to make, and it is just brilliant how they do that without actually spelling anything out for you. For example, his mother, who dies when he's just very early on. His mother tells him stories, and it's very representative of Galadriel explaining the world of Middle-earth, and I got that. And then there's also other things, parallels later on, his whole World War I journey across with his, and I'm almost certain this is a fictional made up for the movie, but his private Sam, who's very much a Samwise analog, which makes Tolkien Frodo in this case, as he goes through, tries to get across enemy lines to see his friend. And there's some very strong parallels between Frodo and him and Samwise and Private Sam there. And again, that's really well done, really brilliant. But at the heart of the movie, and it goes away from it, but the heart of the movie is the love story between Nicholas Hoult. I've been a fan of his for a long time, since I first saw him in... Did X-Men First? Yeah, X-Men First Class came out first. That's when I first saw him, and I was aware of his performance in About a Boy, but I never actually fully saw the movie. Read the book, did not see the movie, but I first became aware of his brilliance as the Beast in X-Men First Class. And then a couple of years later, he did Jack the Giant Slayer, which was an underrated movie in my opinion. And in my opinion, his best role, most out there wacky role, as the one guy in Mad Max Fury Road, one of the, not the Furies, what a day, what a lovely day, that guy. He was fantastic in that. And then he also did Warm Bodies too, which was an underrated movie. Not the best movie, but it's certainly not as bad as people made it out to be. But anyways, Nicholas Hoult did the performance of his career, in my opinion, in this movie. And then Lily Collins, the daughter of music legend Phil Collins, plays the love of Tolkien's life, and the chemistry that those two have is just phenomenal. Like, you will be falling for her in this movie yourself, just how she's just so beautifully shot, and then she just connects. They have this great moment when he tries to take her to the opera, to the ring cycle, appropriately enough, but he can't get in, and so then he does the thing of, well, I'm just gonna try to sneak in the side entrance, and they go in the side entrance, and they just like can hear the music from the inside the theater, and they just a really beautiful, touching scene. And then also the camaraderie with him and his childhood friends that he grew up with. It's very Dead Poet Society class. There's fellowship that they have. They grow up together and they go through all the years. And that bond they have, that fellowship, that is really touching. Also a great, just some great visual touches here to the books, to the stories of Lord of the Rings, that all comes down to culminating with just a great... I really love this movie a lot. It does have a little bit of slow pacing in the middle act, like they could have probably cut some things out, but I still really, really enjoyed this movie as, not only as a Tolkien fan, but as a fan of just cinema and acting, and it's just a great... Like, if you're done with all of the big CGI things, want to take a break, nice little quiet, intimate movie, go see Talkin. It's a nice palate cleanser in between all the big CGI, blow 'em up, all that stuff that's going to be happening this summer. Go see it while you can in theaters. It's in theaters now. And yeah, definitely give it, I would say, about 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend go seeing it, especially if you need a palate cleanse, if you're tired of all the cheesy, mindless stuff that's out there right now at the start of the summer season. Go see this one. It's smart. It's beautifully shot, beautifully written, beautifully acted. It is a lovely, lovely tale that fans of Tolkien, and even if you just want to go see a good movie, you can go see this movie. And that's that. Alright guys, till next time, stay geeky. Peace.